Hello and welcome to this chosen lifeline for relationships. My name is Charmaine Jennings.
My name is Walter Jennings.
And in this episode, we are specifically speaking to the pros and cons of dating an older mate.
Absolutely. And when we talk about an older mate, Charmaine, we're talking about someone that is outside of your age range. So that usually is 10 years or older. And so there are some pros and cons to that. And ironically, the pros and cons that we are sharing today are one and the same. So they can actually be administered and done in a positive way, or they can be a detriment to your relationship. So pro number one is that when you're dating someone that is older, they are typically mature. When you're thinking of dating someone older, it's a scientific fact that women mature faster than men. So it typically is commonplace for a younger woman to date an older man. Now, maybe not 10 plus years older, but the bottom line is it does provide a little bit more equity when it comes to their maturity level. Likewise, for some younger men who are more mature, many of them find better partnership with a woman that is older. So that maturity level isn't always going to be on an equal playing field when we talk about someone our own age. And so it allows us the opportunity to step outside of that box and explore leveling that maturity with someone a little older.
Also, their maturity can be a con, right? Then again, so it's the maturity piece can always, it can be fun or it can be a downer, right? If you're young, you're free-spirited, you don't want to stick in the mud, you don't want someone that's, always saying, that's immature, or why would we want to do that? Or you want to do what? No. You might want to consider, if you find that you're dating someone significantly older and they're constantly minimizing the things that you want to do, the things that you find fun, the things that gives you energy, you want to run through the sprinklers in your underwear. I don't know what you want to do, but the bottom line is you want someone that might be adventurous with you, and exploring life and all the things that you deem fun. And sometimes this can also be a con if someone is just too mature to ever engage in the things that you find to be enjoyable. It can be a real downer.
Indeed, it can be. So pro number two is that they are experienced. Now, the thought process is that if a person is older, they have had certain experiences in life. They have had some things that they have gone through and seen, and they've got a certain level of knowledge because of the experiences that they have had. And so it's important to really get to know a person and listen to how they talk about those experiences. What lessons did they learn from them? Did they learn the lessons that they potentially could have learned and should have learned? But the perception is that when dating someone older, that they have this level of experience when it comes to life that can be a benefit to your relationship.
Absolutely. And then their experience can be a con, right? They've gone through life. They've had many relationships, right? That worked out in the past and relationships that probably didn't work out in the past. So they're coming into this relationship with a suitcase. Is that suitcase packed up with bad experiences and moments that they're bringing into this relationship? And, did they actually become wiser from those things, or are they really just blaming, the person that, it was all their fault. They came in, they were flawless in the process, and now you literally are having to really deal with a person who's not really reflective and all of this. So all of these experiences can be a great thing if they've learned the lessons, if they've used them as a tool to mature themselves and to be a better person.
Yeah, what we will say is that it's very important that as you're getting to know someone, to listen very closely how they talk about their ex-mates and their previous relationships. Again, if they are always painting their partner and their ex-partners as the villain, if they are always, as the villain, and if they are always painting themselves as the victim in the relationship, that is a telltale sign that that individual is going to bring some of those same challenges because they're not willing to self-reflect into the potential relationship with you. Now, pro number three is the assumption that they are financially stable. They've lived life in such a way to where they have experienced an economic surplus. They've got savings, they've got mutual funds, they've got checking and all over the place. They've got stocks and bonds. They've got a lotto ticket that they're saving for a rainy day. But the bottom line is there's this assumption that an older individual also has wisdom when it comes to the finances. So there's someone that is considered financially stable. And so this individual is someone that you can partner with to ensure that you have some of the things that you need in order to live the life that you want.
Absolutely, and it's also can be a con if they're financially stable. What happens if they try to use their money as a power play to control you, to keep you on a short lease? You don't have to work. Why are you going to work? Forget that job. Quit your job. The person's always trying to buy you gifts, or seeming like they mess up, they call you a name, and then all of a sudden they're buying you a gift as if that erases everything. So you just want to be mindful of anyone who's so financially stable that now they've become dependent and reliant that their money can buy anything. Their money can buy your love, their money can buy your forgiveness, their money can buy you essentially altering your life choices and decisions to accommodate them. And so you want to be very careful about that, and definitely take the advice to look at the relationship and analyze it a bit before dating someone significantly older than you.
So while these pros and cons obviously are the same, the bottom line is that all of these are going to be predicated on the individual and the situation that you are dealing with. So it's very important, again, that you do your due diligence, that you take the time to get to know someone, that you not make assumptions based on age. Listening to them to determine whether they've learned from their experience. Also, watching and observing them and their behavior to see if they're operating in maturity, and then allowing yourself the time to see if they truly are not only financially stable, but financially literate. Do they know how to deal with money? So it's very important to make sure that you give yourself time to make those accurate assessments. Listen, we are Walter and Charmaine Jennings. We're your chosen life practitioners, and we would love to speak with you and book you for a discovery call and possibly a session to partner with you on your individual or your collective journey. So reach out to us at chosenlifespecialist.com. My name is Walter Jennings.
My name is Charmaine Jennings.
Again, we're your chosen life practitioners. We've been called to challenge and change
relationship culture.
Did you wake up this morning and didn't recognize the person you had been in a relationship with for years? Have you been misinterpreting your partner's verbal and nonverbal cues? What's the most difficult conversation you've been avoiding having with your partner? The support, skills, and strategies are just a phone call away.
Contact us at chosenlifespecialist.com.
Chosen Life Specialists, where we have been called to challenge and change relationship culture.